Everybody, what's happening, man? Welcome back to Gameday with Trei, man. My name's Trei. This is my son Tristin. What's up, everybody? And that's my homeboy Face.
What's up? What's up, world?
All right, y'all, man. So we got a long laundry list full of stuff to cover today because we did miss a day yesterday. I'm sorry about that. I had some technical issues. I live in Florida, and if your window down and it start raining, you got to fix that then, bro. ASAP. You know what I mean? So I did have some stuff that pulled me away yesterday. Apologize, but definitely coming back today. All right, everybody. So first and foremost, we got my man Face on here. All right, what exactly is your reaction to what happened in LA? Is it the LA debacle or is it the rising of the Phoenix? Is it us coming out the ashes and becoming something greater because of the situation that has just been birthed by the sweep of the LA Lakers against the Denver
If
Nuggets?
you if you want to see your Phoenix, you need to go to the Sun because the LA Lakers never melted down the way they have this year, man. It's like I can't even put my finger on one person and blame one person, but I never would have thought I'd have seen the Lakers get swept in a playoff series with such talent as LeBron James, Anthony Davis. These are talented guys. So I never would have predicted a sweep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of shocked. I'm still in shock. I seen it. I seen a loss come, but I didn't see a sweep. I didn't see a sweep.
Man, look,
So
to be honest with you, okay, after watching that game, okay, not only was I hurt and disappointed, but I was a little bit proud of the boys at the same time. Okay, remember, we missed the playoffs the last 2 years in a row. Okay, then on top of missing the playoffs the last 2 years in a row, all right, we turn around and at the trade deadline, we are 13th in the West. Okay, that means out of the play-in, out of everything. Okay, and then we turned it all the way around from that point. I mean, it was a brand new team out there. We went and got guys that, yes, D'Lo on paper looks like somebody that you would want on your team. I mean, especially in the position that we were in with not having shooters. Okay, Malik Beasley definitely looks on paper like something the Lakers needed. All right, but when crunch time, man, meet and rubber meet the road, dog, some dogs don't scratch, and them two
I'm
dogs
gonna say
did
this.
not
I
scratch.
got I gotta take Malik. I gotta take Malik Beasley out of that basket because for one, he really didn't get no minutes.
There's a
We don't know
reason for
what Malik,
that.
huh?
There's a reason for that.
But
Look what was happening in the previous series. He went cold the Golden State series, and he really didn't show up in the
but
Memphis
but
series.
you
Mhm.
but you know
So
how it goes. You know how it goes. Sometimes it's the matchup. You got to keep utilizing these players. If you know what he's capable of doing, it might be the matchup. You never know it. Then young guys like that, you have to. Sometimes you got to shake it up, man. There wasn't no 3-point shooting on the floor. I don't see why you wouldn't try Malik just to see if he could have came through and gave you some different energy. Sometimes it's just different energy. You need those guys to be on your team. I feel like sometimes you got to give them a chance because you never know who's going to answer the bell. You know what I mean? The guys that was out there, they definitely, wasn't playing up the part where I felt like I just need to leave them out there. You got to earn your minutes, man. You see how they sat AD down in that second half when he
yeah,
act like he didn't know what to do. They sat him down. So if LeBron, listen, don't shoot the three so much right now. It's not falling for you. If I'm the coach, hold LeBron,
exactly that part.
attack the basket. You see what I'm saying? This is what we need you to do. And the first half of the game they just played, it showed them that if you attack the paint, it's a different ball game. Joker is a good offensive player, but he's not no hell of a rim protector. Especially if you making him move, come from this side to that side. He's not no hell of a rim protector. So why wouldn't you attack the basket?
Exactly.
AD, I don't know. AD man.
No,
I
we got to
had the
trade
whole
AD. We gotta trade AD.
Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't mind. I
we
wouldn't
can't keep
mind.
making excuses for somebody who is 30 years old and is getting outplayed by a 38-year-old. All right, this young man, he may be a defensive stalwart, but where was that defense at against Yoke? Where was that defense against Yoke? How come we got to put Ruby Hachimura on? All right, like for real, I love AD as a person. He ain't a bad dude, but at the end of the day, if you don't play for me, brother, if you this game and life is about availability. If you're not available, then I can't count on you. That's in work. That's in teams. That's even right now. All right. The reason I deal with you, the reason you guys see Face on here all the time with me and Tristin is because I can count on Face. Face is a dependable man. He's a stand-up dude. He's about principles. He's about honor. And he's gonna do what he say what he does. Okay. So at the end of the day, AD not that type of guy. And as a Laker fan, I personally only want dudes that's gonna be with me. That means when the
But
fight go in, that
they
means
should
you gotta be
already
on the
know.
guard with me
But
with
they
the
should
bone
already know
crusher
when
and
they put
all
that
that.
purple and gold on. When they put that purple and gold on, you got to know your expectations is up here. We don't play for playoff appearances. We play for championship. So if you're not coming to win a championship, don't come to LA because we're going to expect championship caliber play out of you. Especially if you were a dude in that role of 80 no D'Angelo Russell. We
Yeah.
expect championship caliber play.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the bottom line. I don't know what else to tell you. And the way that y'all fought, man, is like, especially Evan Davis, that was disappointing. That was really, really disappointing, AD, man. And at first, I was like, hey, no trade, AD, no trade AD.
Trade
D'Angelo Russell,
AD. Yeah.
y'all gonna go. I don't know where y'all gonna be at next year, for real. You, Julius Randle from, man, they tore that man thing down. So y'all fall into that category.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, I wanted 80. I ain't gonna lie. When it happened, I was like, yeah, that's the chip. That's the piece we needed.
Yeah.
But
Look,
he was just downright
I
disappointed.
honestly thought that AD was going to be more of a serious player once he got to LA and got around people like Kareem and got around people like Shaq every now and again, got around LeBron, you know, even got around Kobe a little bit. I honestly felt like he was going to step up to the plate and become the player that he was meant to be. Okay. When he was in New Orleans, he was the man. So his points and numbers look better. He gave them 28 points a game when he was in New Orleans. But when you're the only guy there, you can do that. See, when I look around the league and I see players that are the stars on their team, but they're the only one there and they putting up numbers, I always have to question that type of stuff. Because it lets me think, it leads me to think that you are putting up these numbers and your team's not winning because maybe you're the one taking the shots and getting the ball all the time. You're used to the ball coming to you, offense running through you. All right. Meaning you're not a conduit for success. All right. All you are is a cog in the machine. See, the difference between a cog and a conduit is a cog is just a part inside of a machine. All right. That is essential, yes, but it's just a part. That conduit, the conduit gives it the energy. All right. Gives it the power. And AD ain't got that, man. Not EKG. So, since we talking
Man,
about trades, the whole world right now is talking about LeBron possibly getting traded to the Warriors. I'm just gonna give you a quote real quick, and I want to see what you think about this face, and I definitely want to hear what you got to say about this, Tristin. So, Kevin O'Connor from The Ringer has floated the possibility of LeBron James demanding a trade to the Warriors. Quote, interest between LeBron and the Warriors could be mutual. LeBron is BFFs with Draymond, and he's already said that Steph Curry is the current player he'd most like to play with. Now, last year on the shot, LeBron James' business partner, Maverick Carter, pushed him to the shore, the team that he most want to play for other than the Lakers, and LeBron said it'd be the Warriors or Jimmy Buckets in the Heat. What do you have to say about that? How do you feel about that, Faith?
well, be honest with you, he already like express his mentality if you can't beat him, Jordan. LeBron is terrified of the Warriors. That's the whole reason he went and got Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson for real.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
terrified of the
I
Warriors.
know.
So if he don't want to go through him, I guess it's like shit. I might well join. That's not the way to go, LeBron. You know, you in the Lakers, you in the LA, you in the biggest market that you could possibly be in, and you want to go somewhere else.
Now, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion, but I just want to hear y'all's first. What do you think, Tristan? No?
No.
You don't do that. You not the big when you
Nothing
when
like
you
KD,
when you don't,
except LeBron is obviously a way better player than KD. Plays different, but I feel like it's going to be the same thing. I feel like this team, it would make him better now, but if you were to go back to that point in time, it would make him worse, like how KD. Because realistically, KD made them worse.
Yeah.
He just helped them get past LeBron.
Face, your retort?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. If I was LeBron, I wouldn't even consider that. Because to be the greatest player, you already seen too many different teams. You see what I'm saying? It's like if I'm the greatest player, y'all have to come play with me once I get to a market that I'm comfortable with. You in LA, what other market would you want to be in? If you want to be a movie star, a basketball star, endorsement, a walking endorsement, whatever you want to do, you're in LA, you can do that. Why would you want to go somewhere else? Like, I don't understand LeBron even thinking about that, man. When you sign with LA, you supposed to think about ending your career though. You're too
I
old to
honestly
be
don't
saying
think
you want
he's
to
really
go play
trying to
for
leave.
another team.
I don't think he's trying to leave. I think this is just conjecture being thrown out right now so that they have something to talk about.
Exactly.
Like, I was honestly going to avoid us even discussing this type of stuff because at the end of the day, I don't believe it to be true. The kind of trades that they're proposing are like the possibilities of the Warriors get LeBron James and
Poole and Kuminga.
Kuminga. As a Laker, that's not going to do anything for me.
Kuminga's young, Poole's young, but Wiggins.
What does young have to do for me though?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I did see at certain points in the game the faces LeBron was making when AD missed certain shots and be like damn, like he was trying to conceal it, but you could still see when he missed that layup when LeBron gave him the ball when he did the good no look and the look LeBron was giving him, so he might want to leave and don't play with AD. But
I think he's gonna force AD out, man. You know LeBron. LeBron, when he gets feeling a certain type of way, he gonna get you up out of there, bro. He don't care who you are. He don't care how long he played with you.
It's gonna get shook up. It's gonna be the coach. It's gonna be AD. It's gonna be somebody.
Yeah.
That shit got to get taken up because y'all just got swept.
Now, I ain't going to say Darvin Ham's going to be out of here right now. Remember, he is a first-year head coach, and he is, honestly, was impressed with how he stood up in the paint and took his licks when we took our L's, and he made adjustments and corrections afterwards. I'm not saying that Darvin Ham's the perfect coach. Not right now. But I am saying that Darvin Ham is a coach that you want to hold on to. Not unless you're going to go get somebody like Monty Williams or like there's been so many. You could go get Doc right now. I think Doc would be good. I like Doc. You could go get Nick Nurse. I like Nick Nurse. I think he is a good coach. I think he would be a quality coach in LA. But Darvin Ham has done a quality backup job. He came from nothing and he did something.
It's either that or go and find your clothes.
We don't go get a closer now. Look,
you
listen.
have to go get somebody to close. If you look at the two players you got now.
One thing's for sure. This offseason, the LA Lakers will have a closer by November. By the time tip-off happens in October going into November, we're going to have a closer there, dog. AD's gone.
Go get Dame. You heard me? Go get Dame. Go get Damian Lillard. Because guess what? For real, be honest with you, he's going to put up enough points where LeBron ain't going to have to struggle down in the four. He'll get some of that.
Plus, hold up. That takes the ball out of LeBron's hands, which is what we need to do. Okay, LeBron does not need to be the man coming up, bringing the ball down the court, or even taking it from the half court and initiating the offense.
I think Damian Lillard will put us over the. Cause we need a guard that can score when he needs to. Damian Lillard don't have to all the time, but he can, and he'll take a lot of pressure off, like you say, the ball handling and the ability to score on his own, to create his own shot. That's what we actually need.
Yep.
LeBron has to create too much for everybody else. We need a guard that can actually create his own shot and be dependable when it's time to make these baskets. Because if they doubling LeBron or doubling AD, you need somebody else that like dang, I don't care. He done seen all the double team, triple team that he can see because he's been the only player on that team for so long. So if you put him over there with a person like LeBron, you know how much that'll open him up.
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like to me, that'll put us over the top. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I couldn't agree more.
Go get Dame.
Go get Dame. I could not agree more. Rob Pelinka, if you are watching, listen to my dog, man. He knows what he's talking about.
We want you over there, Dame. We'll respect you over there.
I do have something to shake it up with real quick, Face. All right, there's a few topics that I didn't get to cover with you prior to, but I will let you know about right now. And the first one is Antonio Brown. Go ahead, Tristin.
So Antonio Brown, I want to say sometime last month, he purchased a stake in a AFL league team. I think it's Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Purchased stake in him. He's part owner. He is now going to be playing for the team that he part owns. And his dad also used to play for them.
Wow.
Well, I can say this. That was a good move because I say that's a good move because you weren't gonna see the NFL playing field no more.
Nah.
You can cancel that.
And you can genuinely tell he kind of does love football now. I'm not going to say the man doesn't love football. He's from the gunshine. Everybody down in Florida love football. That's what the F stand for in Florida. Football. You know what I'm saying? Like this is our lifeblood down here. You know what I mean? It's a family thing. And I'm with that. So
no, I'd rather play for a team that I'm getting paid off of anyway. Well, I might as well be the owner and play for myself.
That's what I'm saying. All he's gonna do is boost up the attendance. All right, you got a Hall of Famer. AD going to the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver, no questions asked. Like you can't even play with that man like that. All right, so at the end of the day, you got a Hall of Fame wide receiver playing football with players that want to be more than just the 54th man. Okay, they want to make the squad. They want to get to the league, and they want to be with this dude. And if you got somebody lock AD up, bro, you know what it is. You know what?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I want to get AD that Mike Tyson so bad. AB, you piece of shit. I gotta say, listen, the way he did Brady and played in that man's house, man, it's hard for me to respect that dude, man. I just don't like the way you played in that man's house. The man opened the doors to you. I don't care what y'all go through or whatever. That wasn't the way to do it, man. You don't play with nobody's wife and kids.
Hold on. They never went through anything. AB disrespected not just Tom Brady. He disrespected the whole Buccaneer nation with what he did. Yeah. Okay, we had a Super Bowl in hand. That Super Bowl was ours. Okay, the only reason we lost to the Rams is because AB wasn't there. If AB would have been there, there would have been that game wouldn't even been close. We wouldn't have been in that situation. It wouldn't have been the last second catch and Antoine Winfield.
I can't roll with that boy. And he doing all that because he want to be a rapper.
Yeah. Hey, dog, the man is confused. I'm not saying that. I mean, he's not like punch drunk. Okay. Ever since that Cincinnati game, he had, like, in my eyes, I'm not going to put that bone on you, all right, that you got CTE. But what I am going to say is that you do need to go seek psychological help. You need to go see a doctor, all right? Yeah, you might need to get on some medication, and you need to go talk to somebody. Listen, everybody doesn't know AB's story. Antonio Brown was homeless at the age of 15 years old and 14 years old, all the way till he graduated high school, went to college. All right?
He was what?
He was homeless down there in Miami.
Oh.
AB was homeless. He was sleeping on the street. Okay, you know what I mean? So if he even could realize or understand the blessings that have come his way in the situation that he's in, like I'm not sure how old AB is. I think he's like 35, 36. That means 20 years ago, bro, you were sleeping on the street. Now you sleeping in mansions. Do you not understand the blessings and the situation that you currently done made it to? You own a part of an AFL team. You put up records in the NFL. You got a chip. You played for two of the greatest franchises in the NFL. All right, in my eyes, you played for the Buccaneers.
I get it.
And you played for the Steelers.
And listen, and I don't mean to cut you off, Trey, but I get his side of the thing. Like they don't really care about us, our health, but you sign up for this, man. And then it's the way you go about your business. You can flick your nose at the whole team, but don't. It's like I don't know, man. It's like the way he did it, and
it's a clown show, dog.
The reason why he said he did it is like, come on, bro. If you was homeless 20 years ago, you should understand be humble, your humility.
Exactly.
It's
that
like,
part.
Hey, coach, I'm hurt. I'm not going back out there, man. You see them? It's like you take the shit off and then go to run around the stadium and come on, man. Then you put this man family. And
you put the man wife, like you done tried the man wife. You know he going through the divorce. In public.
Now you see what I'm saying. Now you see what I'm saying. It's like this man opened his doors to you.
Yeah. Oh like, no. I'm not defending. Never like said that he was right. I'm not defending. Never said the man was right. Okay. Yeah. I don't agree with none of that stuff. Look. First off, I'm a stand up dude. You already know. So I don't believe in that lack of loyalty. All right. But I believe that. I mean, loyalty is earned, brother. You know what I mean? And that man should have earned his loyalty at that point. He got you a job, okay, when you ain't have none. He got you a couple M's. He got you a Super Bowl. He gave you a place to stay, opened up his doors, gave you a whole wing to his house. Like, man, look, man, there's no excuse for that.
Man, guess what he said? But guess what he said? He needed me to get to the Super Bowl. This was his mindset. He need me. Okay, you need him.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a symbiotic relationship.
That's like he giving you all the problems he's so looking for. Because he asked for you to come and play with him.
Mm-hmm.
What more do you want him to do? You want him to go and argue with the coaches about how they treat you or whatever? It's like certain things. Like, I don't understand.
No, it's just not the way you're supposed to play it, man. That ain't the way you're supposed to play it.
Because really, when you did that shit with that book and you in the house and his wife and his kid, that really like maybe don't even like the dude for real, because I don't care who it is, don't play like that. You get what I'm saying? This man open up his doors to you and you playing like you in my house now, my wife. Come on, man, don't do that, man.
That's disrespectful.
Don't do that. That's disrespectful. That's childish as fuck. And that could have got somebody hurt. Like, for real. Like, not, like.
No, that could have.
Man, got to focus on the season, and you doing all this crazy. Come on, man. What kind of teammate is you?
You're not a teammate.
If you don't want to help me win, you shouldn't want to see me lose.
That's fact.
If you don't want to help me win, that don't mean you should want to see me lose.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, man. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about AB. And I don't see how the hell he's going to get in the Hall of Fame. He ain't played enough. He ain't played enough to get in the Hall of Fame. Got to put that on.
All right, so hold up, man. Let's get to the next report there real quick. We also got a couple more reports out the NFL. First and foremost, let's start off with some sad news for the Oakland Raiders. What's happening, Tristin?
So, Jimmy G has no timetable of his return from the injury from last season.
At all?
None.
Who, Jimmy
Garoppolo. The doctors have not cleared him to come to OTAs. And they're saying that they don't know when he'll be available.
They ain't worried about him. They got Purdy. Just know.
No, that's San Francisco. He's with the Oakland Raiders now.
They traded Oakland.
Yeah,
they traded Oakland.
Yes.
Oakland, y'all got some different property, y'all.
And he the only quarterback. They ain't drafting one.
Well, Oakland, you got some damaged property that you may have to return. And now, for the right price, I might play quarterback for you.
Hey, Raider Nation, man.
Hey,
I've seen him spin that pigskin, dog. He can get it out
that's my
there,
brother
too.
thing too.
He
It,
can
it,
get it
it, it,
out there. All right, so,
it's hard.
oh, go ahead.
It's hard out there to find a quality quarterback, man.
Oh, yeah.
But you got a few veterans floating around now because you got some of these young quarterbacks gonna take the control and actually be starters. So you might have a few veterans that you can go pick up later on
Mm-hmm.
before the season starts. Once people gonna cut people, so it's gonna be all right quarterback. I believe pop his head out before all is said and done. Just somebody they can start the season with.
I mean, at the end of the day, this could actually work out in the Raider Nation's favor because you do have Drake May and Caleb Williams coming out next year. All right? Like, at the end of the day, losing might not be a bad idea when you got Jimmy G. You might be able
Or
to
you
end
might
up
have,
with the number
or you
one
might have to
spot.
make a trade. You might have to make a trade to get to a quarterback. To be honest with you, but
Nah, I don't think you have to make a trade. I don't think you have to
you
make
might.
a trade for the number one spot. Just think about what they got over there. Okay, they got Josh Jacobs still, right? They got Devontae Adams. They still got Hunter Renfro. They built up the defense a little bit better. Like they do have some quality stuff, but look at they in the AFC West. All right, they in the mighty West, man. You know what I mean? They out there with
But
Russell Wilson, Patrick
hey,
Mahomes,
but by you,
um,
that's what I'm telling you.
Justin Herbert.
They might have to make a trade sometime this year to get a quarterback. Because if you got dudes like Devontae Adams, you got to get somebody that's gonna get him the ball.
Well, remember,
And he not gonna play with just anybody. You got to think about it. These top receivers ain't just playing with no any quarterback. So if you think about holding on to Devontae Adams and others, you know how to get to a quarterback real soon.
well,
Because
look,
they playing all their numbers and they
Devontae has already been tweeting. Devontae already been tweeting, talking about that he is open to other opportunities elsewhere. All right. Last time I
He
checked,
started talking like that as soon as Derek Carr left.
I mean that's his homeboy. He's
That's why
supposed to talk like that. He was supposed that. That's the whole reason he came to the Raiders was to be with Derek Carr, his dog from college. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I gotta respect that. All Oakland Raider fans, man, I'm sad for you. Hopefully you can pull something out of this, but I highly doubt it.
and
Next
if
up
they
on
didn't
the list.
discuss that.
Oh, go
And
ahead.
if they didn't discuss that with Devontae before he got there that he was leaving, that'll really make that man want to go. And so hopefully they discussed that with him and said it was a possibility that David Carr would be leaving and he still came. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you come over there with a pretense of you playing with David and then they switch it up on you, guess what? You're gonna be ready to leave sooner than later.
Yep.
So
And it's already about to unfold right in front of us. So next up on the plate, Baltimore and Todd Monken and Lamar Jackson. So OTAs have started, like we all know, okay. And Lamar finally did show up. All right, he showed up day one of the OTAs, the full-on OTAs, and he's had a lot to say about what's going on up there in the camp. He says that the offense is flowing. He loves what he's learning from Todd Monken. Remember Todd Monken? He used to be the offensive coordinator for the Bucks back in the day, back when I
mm-hmm.
think we had Josh Freeman or something like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he was a good coordinator though.
Yeah, he was a real good coordinator, man. I like the offense we were
His
running out.
offense. Then he played. Then he when he was Georgia.
Yeah, he went to
He was
Georgia. He
Georgia.
went to Georgia. Been down in Georgia since he left Tampa. So at the end of the day, I think that's a good move. I think that it's going to be a great marriage between the two. I'm really looking forward to Lamar Jackson returning back to his rookie year numbers when he led the league in passing touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't just running the ball. He led the league in passing touchdowns. See, a lot of y'all keep forgetting that this man knows how to throw the ball. They just kept pigeonholing him in that triple option. Not to say they're not going to still run it, but at the end of the day, if he can spin it, let him spin it, man.
Oh yeah, he's pretty accurate. To be honest with you, Lamar
Definitely.
Jackson could be a dangerous pocket passer, and he got the ability to come out of the pocket. But they try to make him almost like a run first quarterback, and really he's not. Lamar Jackson don't just want to run. He's going to run if he has to. But if you give him time and you give him somebody to throw it to, I guarantee you he's going to light it up. That's the dude can throw. He's accurate. He got a nice deep ball. You know what I mean? He's one of the top quarterbacks as far as actually throwing the ball to me.
Yeah. Tristin, you got anything to add to that one?
No,
All
I
right.
just want to see how he does with his new weapon in Odell.
Not just
I'm glad they just finally gave him his money.
That's not his only weapon. He got Rashad Bateman at wide receiver. You got Odell Beckham. They just drafted Zay Flowers. Okay, he still got his Mark Andrews. You know, like they got weapons. I think they went and got Miles Sanders. He's in the backfield with him now. Like there's a lot going on in Baltimore for a lot of people to like. I think they're actually going to be very dangerous this year.
They got a nice receiver core.
Yeah, great wide receiver core. No excuses. That's what they got. They got no excuses.
You got speed, you got size,
you got route running.
You got it all.
Yeah, you got it all. So next up on the plate,
get to the ball.
Exactly. So next up on the plate, out of Indianapolis Colts training camp, all right, you've had positive words about one Anthony Richardson. Okay, now Anthony Richardson was what, the number 4 pick in the draft? Yes, number 4 pick in the draft to the Indianapolis Colts. He's out of the University of Florida. I believe he threw like 19 touchdowns and 9 interceptions or 10 interceptions in his last year at Florida for like 2,000 something yards, 2,900 yards or something ridiculously low like that. Okay, his passing percentage at the University of Florida was in the 50s. All right, but somehow he managed to show up at the combine, run a 4.4 at weighing at 240 at 6'4", and show a cannon of an arm with a little bit of touch to it. Now, I'm not saying that the man couldn't go and work on his game and get better. They say his footwork has gotten a lot better. He's looking like he's on track to actually be the starter for the Colts. But I'm kind of scared for Anthony. I mean, like, let's just be clear about this. He's going, the offensive coordinator is the same offensive coordinator that the Philadelphia Eagles just had. So they're going to kind of bring him in the same way they brought in Jalen Hurts. But the difference is Jalen Hurts could spin that rock. All right? Anthony Richardson couldn't spin that rock coming out of college. So that's the first thing. That means Anthony Richardson's going to be run to death this first year. All right? Will he survive it? Do you really think his body's going to hold up to this face? Where you at with this, man?
I'm kind of surprised that they drafted him so early, being that his lack of experience in college. It's like you really didn't have enough games to see.
Yeah.
Too much, but people look at the upside. They look at the size, the speed. Maybe we could coach him to be the player that you. But sometimes the thing that you look at for in a player is not something that you could be coached.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the intangibles of this player. And if they feel like they've seen enough to draft him number 4, then what's the other quarterback that went to the second round?
Hold up. You talking about Will Levis. But I'm going to enlighten you to a little bit more about Anthony because I can't just pour dirt on him, all right? Anthony Richardson.
I ain't pouring dirt on him. I'm saying that they feel comfortable enough. I didn't watch him enough to be able to form or pick, they got a good pick or no, they didn't. I don't know. But I'm saying if they just going off the upside, I can see why they would do it. The size, the speed. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know that his intangibles. I don't know how smart he is.
Well, see,
so it's kind of like
that's the thing. Okay, so there's everybody's saying that his A score or whatever this new thing that they do at the combine where they test your reaction times and how quickly you could read and react to things, whatever that score thing is. All right, he tested very high on that. All right, and they're saying that he's been able to digest a lot of the playbook so far, and he's regurgitating the plays well, meaning the verbiage is catching on for him. All right, like
I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him. I'm really rooting for him. I want to see him do good, but I just don't want to see him get hurt these first 3-4 years. I don't want to see them run him into the ground before he can learn how to develop himself.
One thing about it is it's kind of hard for the quarterback to get hurt nowadays. They got so many ways to protect them. You got to hit them almost perfect. he can't fall on them. It's like they protect these boys to the point where you might well let them wear a white suit. Man,
and put some flags on, right?
you can't go low, you can't fall on them. You can't. It's like man, being a defender, I'll be like, hold up, man. Goddamn, can I touch him? Y'all need to get him some flags because the quarterback is protecting us. So I don't see him really just going out there and getting hurt unless he just go out there and try to be a running back.
That's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
I think they're gonna try to run him like that, man. Like, remember they do got Jonathan Taylor up there, so they got a formidable backfield. They don't really need to run him like that. But if you have that RPO working and you could put it in his gut, pull it out, and maybe hit that quick to Michael Pittman Jr. over there, then you might be able to pull something out. Like, few rabbits out the hat on that one, man. You know, I honestly feel like they can be very, very, very dangerous very quick if they run their offense the way I think they're going to run their offense. I just don't. I don't want him to get hurt.
I feel like they're gonna be another tough team to look at down there in the NFC South, AFC South. I mean,
yeah,
like them, Jacksonville. I feel like I don't say win it all, but I feel like they got a chance with trouble. I just like his style. Like he gonna sling the ball. I just like the way
everybody loves sunshine. Everybody loves sunshine.
You know. Plus, you know, I just want to see. I want to see the young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Get acclimated to the game in a way that they don't. I hope they don't expect too much or try to do too much. And just get in the game and see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because being a young player and trying to be the savior of a team, sometimes that's just too much pressure. And I don't feel like he has that type of pressure on him. So he could just ease on in and try to get with the flow of the team. I think that'll be the best thing for him to do. Try to go in there and be the Michael Jordan of your team and the rookie season. Don't do that. You know?
Yeah, don't try all that.
I don't think he'll make it like that. But if he just goes in and learns the playbook and plays within the game, I feel like he'll be all right. He'll finish out the season. I don't want to see him get hurt because quarterbacks is getting hurt. They really ain't getting hurt by getting hit. They just,
Facts. Mostly when a quarterback get hurt, it's running the ball, man. I mean, not unless you're Lamar. Lamar gets hurt not running the ball. When he gets hurt because he's in the pocket for some reason, and he gets hurt there. Or you're Tua. Which brings us on to the next topic, right? What about these Tampa Bay Buccaneers and what's going on in the OTAs there? I mean, whether you're talking about the quarterback battle between Baker or Kyle Trask, whether you're talking about the fact that Logan Hall's been showing up in OTAs, being very disruptive on the run plays. They've been coming out reports saying about that. They've also been talking about. I saw the press conference with Chris Godwin, and where he spoke about the fact that he is here because he's here to master the offense, so that when it's time for everybody else to be there, he can be the guy that everybody's looking to, that knows what's going on and knows how to execute. I love it. I mean, all the stuff that I'm hearing out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, I'm liking to hear. All right, and the reason I'm getting so excited is because the whole world is looking down on Tampa right now. Everybody's saying that this season we're not winning no more than 2 to 4 games. Well, yeah. Right now out of Vegas, that's what they say. Bucks win between 2 and 4. So if you can get to Vegas right now and pick the over on the winning total, which is like I think 4.5. All right, go get that. It might be 5 now, maybe, but it was 4.5 last time I checked. And if you can go get that, go get that. Go get the over, because there's no way in God's green earth, with the team that we're putting together, the defense we're bringing back, the fact that we have switched the whole offense around now, all right, and we are going to actually run the ball. Like, I honestly am feeling good about this. But Face, as a fellow Buccaneer fan, I got to ask you, man, how do you feel about all this? Because we've got a new offensive line, we got a new offensive coordinator, we got Baker the money maker, we got 2-9 back there in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? We still got C God out there, and we got what might meet ME. You know what I'm saying? So the offense has the potential to still be potent.
My only big question mark, to be honest with you, on the Bucks as of right now, being that they got rid of Byron left with, is Todd Bowles. It's a big question mark. Is he the Can he lead this team? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, I feel like, has the mental toughness and the will to win to be a good quarterback in the league. He just has to harness his wild side a little more as far as his antics. You know what I mean? He'll bring attention to himself that's really not wanted. Like I want it anyway. But as far as the coaching, that's my big question mark with us. And I guess the Brady effect has worn off. Everybody, oh, Brady gone, they're gonna go back to the old Bucks. But you
Yep.
gotta understand something. Once Tony Dungy came, he implemented the winning culture. He was one brought the winning culture back to Tampa.
Facts.
Now, the more that you get that win, the more wins that you get, the more seasons that you have. It's like now we're expecting to win. Our players expect to win games. It ain't like the old Bucks, like they say, oh, we're gonna tuck our chairs and Brady going, hell no. I feel like Baker Mayfield or Trash or Kyle Trash, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Hey man, I don't trust Kyle Trash, y'all.
I don't
Look,
either.
I'm gonna call it like it is.
I got a
I'm here to call it
feeling
like
with
it is and
Baker.
say what I think, brother. And at the end of the day, Kyle Trask, I don't trust him. I don't trust him not because of the fact that he was 3 for 9 in that Atlanta game and did not look good there, or not because of the fact that he was only a 2-year starter at the University of Florida and was battling the whole time for the position. And he was brought there to actually be the starting quarterback. Couldn't even
When he
barely
came in,
get
I
off
just
the
didn't like
lift ranks. You know, like
I
I
didn't
don't
like the
know.
way he
Like
performed when he
you
got
throw 7 interceptions in your final college game, I can't rock with you like that. I can't support you until I see you come back from that. And from what I've seen, he averages 1 interception a quarter as a Buccaneer player right now. So
yeah.
and most of those quarters are
That's what
preseason.
that's what I was gonna say. It's like I when I seen him play, it's just like he didn't. I didn't expect him to come out and be a Super Bowl quarterback, but the thing that I seen is like he wasn't even ready. When you behind somebody like Brady and you watch how they prepare for each game, and when you get your chance, you got to be ready. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be ready because you learning from one of the best in the league. When Brady was behind Drew Bledsoe, guess what? When his time came, he was ready. And that's what gave, because we wouldn't even be having this conversation about Baker Mayfield if he would have took care of business when he got the opportunity during it, because we already knew, okay, after Tom Brady, it's him.
That's
And
fact.
so, you feel what I'm saying? So now you got to battle for a position that you're supposed to already have because he was already here. And if you would have been doing what you're supposed to do for us, picking up the offense, and I feel like he would have been a starter already. So by him having to battle Baker, I just feel like Baker got more of an attitude to where he wants to win. I feel like Baker really has that swag for as far as he feel like he's a man. And
Yep.
as long as he feel like that, can't nobody take it from him. He just gotta let it translate onto the field. If it don't ever translate onto the field, then that's just something other. But I feel like Baker will give us a chance to win a few games, and it ain't all on him. We got to play better defense. Like we got to run the ball better. There's a lot of things the Bucks got to do better, but I feel like Baker will give us a chance to win if we put ourselves in position to beat at the end of the game. So I feel like Baker's gonna come out on top as far as the quarterback competition, but it's only fair that you give them the competition. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Baker's gonna let him take it from him like that, man. The man want to play. He don't want to sit on the bench.
No,
You the
Baker
other
ain't for the bench.
Kyle might be happy. He might be comfortable sitting on the bench. He done became too comfortable over there. But I know for a fact Baker ain't gonna want to just sit over there.
No.
So it's all about who wanted the most.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, whoever wins, they'll give us a chance to win. I just want to win a team.
Same here.
Bucks Nation. Bucks Nation.
All right, man. So let's get on to this last and final topic, man. Oh, hold on. We do have something that we did just about skip over, man. As we are transitioning back to the NBA, and we will just be brief about this, but Philadelphia 76ers are talking about possibly trading Joel Embiid.
Well, go get AD. We'll take Embiid.
That's what I'm saying.
We're even swap. No
Look, I will give you AD all day right now. We'll take Embiid.
Oh man, listen.
The dude who just won for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and hold up, and I'll give you
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell. There we go.
No,
D'Angelo Russell, and I'll even spice it up with Troy Brown.
I'd rather keep Embiid and give.
Oh no, I'll give you Malik Beasley too. You have him.
If I'm Philly,
no, we gotta say
Harden the max.
Give what?
I'd rather keep Embiid and give Harden the max than do that.
Did you hear what he just said?
Exactly.
Say that again, Tristin.
If I'm Philly, I would rather keep Embiid and give Harden the max than trade Embiid to the Lakers, especially for Anthony Davis.
You would give Harden the max?
Yes, it's stupidity.
I would give Harden the max.
Trading Embiid for Anthony Davis would be stupidity.
It would be 76er like, baby, and it would be just like Laker Nation to do it. We pull off those types of trades. We are the ones and the only team that can actually get something like that done.
Man, your trade's going to get...
Tristin. You said you would give Harden the max?
Yeah, you heard him. He said he would rather give Harden the max than trade.
I would give Harden the axe. I would give Harden the axe.
The axe, not the max.
Not the max, the axe. Yeah. Mr. Dribble the air out the ball. For one, it's like Harden is a good player, man. He's a good player, but I don't think he's ready to lead a team. I don't think that he can lead a team.
I know he can't lead a team. He can lead a team, brother.
Yeah, lead a
I'll
team.
Tell you exactly where he can lead a team too. The strip club in H-Town.
To destruction.
Yeah. He got his jersey hanging up in there. He already had his jersey retired in the strip club. What you talking about, man? Real talk. There's no sauce on that. He made you go to the strip club in Houston. He got his jersey hanging up, retired already.
I'm pretty sure. He played like it. He played like he be drunk all night. He's lazy to me. Mm-hmm. He dribble the ball too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You make the ball stick. It's like I don't like his game. You want a 6-man to come in and run you off, and but don't think you coming over here being the number one guy. No. You gonna have a 6-man for you. You should have stayed over there with Durant and Westbrook and been a 6-man.
Yep.
You mess people's team up, man. You know what I'm saying? He's too lackadaisical at times. It's like he do too much flopping. I just don't like his game. Like I don't know.
No. And I
only thing I gotta give his kudos when it's called Doc Rivers tried to show him how to play the game as far as being a 6-man.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Before then, that's why he had to play as a 6-man. Because he wanted the ball hog. He wanted to dribble the air out the ball. So you say this, you know what? We can't put you and Russ on the court together. Because if we do that, it's gonna be problems. Mm-hmm. Russ want the ball, you want the ball, and KD supposed to have the ball.
Exactly.
That's why Russell Westbrook and KD had to split. Russell Westbrook will look right at this man. As soon as KD go to getting off and getting his groove, here come Westbrook want to outshine KD. You can't do that. If he's hot, give him the ball. He'll look right at this man. He'll look right at this man wide open and do a wild ass layup or drive layup and miss.
Nah, what he gonna do is he gonna run down the court 1,000,000 miles an hour and Durant gonna be wide open on the corner, and he gonna do
I
a
done seen
behind
it
the back
1,000 times.
and shoot the ball. He's not gonna pass it. He's gonna behind the back with the ball and spin in the air and throw it up.
Hey, I know you done seen this right here when KD do his hand like that.
Yep.
He do that right there. No, I when that was used to be at Westbrook. Like, man, come on, man, for real. If you look at it, because KD will be getting off wide open. He'll look right at KD, he's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't supposed to be this open. And he'll drive to the couple. I already knew that relationship was going to go last. I promise you that. I said, he ain't going nowhere. I said, man, the man ain't going to keep playing with this man.
Nah, he ain't gonna keep playing with that.
I don't think Hart should get the match. I think Embiid should go to the Lakers. Him and Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of.
We're getting both of them.
AD.
Look, man, but I'll trade LeBron and AD right now for Dame Lillard and Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Right now, I'll do it.
With another little player. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that it would happen, but I'm saying I would do it.
Y'all Lakers fans are almost as bad as Knicks fans.
How? We win.
How?
Knicks ain't won a chip in 42, 43 years. We actually win chips.
It doesn't matter. Y'all think of the craziest things.
And the craziest things happen for LA.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Hey.
Nobody thought LeBron James was coming. LeBron came.
That offseason, we knew he was coming that offseason. We knew he was coming that offseason. And we knew you were getting AD.
Well, once LeBron got there, we knew we were getting AD. That wasn't a question. But
Lakers fans.
Hey, guess who else there was?
What about Shaq?
Hey, Tristin, you forgot now. We were supposed to get LeBron, Kawhi, and AD.
Yep.
I don't think we can't get no.
I ain't forget about
Kawhi just ain't want to come over there.
He should have, because he might have got another chip.
Kawhi just ain't want. He just ain't want to be in LeBron's shadow. I ain't gonna
Listen,
lie.
man,
And I
you gotta know your role sometimes. You gotta know your role sometimes.
Kawhi, though.
You want to go?
I kind of feel Kawhi. I want to beat the best. I want to beat the best. I don't want to join you, and you know what I'm saying. So, like, everybody has their mentality different. That's why Dame ain't went nowhere. To be honest with you, Dame is a loyal dude, but it's no loyalty in this business. Because you can stay there for another year, and then they have a bad season, they're going to trade you. So why not go somewhere and try to win your championship before it's all said and done? And you don't have to go to an actual contender that's contending that year. You can go to a team that you feel like you can win with. And I feel like that's what Dame at now. He like, because I done tried to be loyal to this team and to these fans, and they don't respect that. So I feel like they ain't ready to go anyway, and I don't blame them. I can't blame them.
Well, I mean, they took a poll and said they want him out of there. They took a poll in the paper, and the fans of Portland said that they don't want Dame. So, Dame, come on to LA. So,
come to LA.
Let's get this last one on, and we finna do a rapid fire, you guys. All right. Tonight, we have the Boston Celtics, Game 5. You got Miami Heat at the Garden.
3-1. Gabe Vincent out for the Heat.
Gabe Vincent out for the Heat. It's 3-1.
It's going to be 3-2.
The spread, you said we go 3-2? Luck of the Irish tonight?
I think so.
So you think so too? Are you giving up the 8.5 points or the 8 points, or are you talking about money line?
Oh no! I ain't saying give no point, but money then again.
Line. Now hold on. I want everybody to understand what happened last game. Okay, we are on rapid fire, so I'm going to keep it straight, blunt, and clear with you. The stats from last game straight up tell you that nothing changed in that actual game, except for the fact that Miami turned the ball over more. Okay, and they were turning the ball over more because they were rushing the ball down the court. Now, it was Bam Adebayo, the one who was making the majority of the turnovers. The man only gave him 10 points last game. So you're saying right now that because Boston players did the exact same things that they've been doing all series. Jaylen Brown gave you 17 points. Jason Tatum gave you his average, the 33 points. Smart had like 15 points or something like that. White had like 16 points. That's what they've been doing all series.
But so you know what they did?
Y'all think they did? That I said
they put the ball in the hole more because guess what? they always, for the last 3 games, they done out-rebounded Miami by double digits. Think about it.
You
If I'm
right.
out-rebounding you by double digits,
You right.
not turning the ball over as much, and I'm putting these into the bucket, that's a whole new ball game. They out-rebounded them the last 3 games. So if they start putting the ball in the hole and not turning it over as much, it's going to be trouble for the Miami Heat. That's why the Miami Heat ain't turning the ball over that much, but it costs them every time they turn the ball over because they're already being out-rebounded. So they can't really turn the ball over if you're being out-rebounded, because now you're giving this team X amount of shots at you. So
So
if Boston converts, just say 30-40% of their rebound, they're going to win the game.
yeah. Hey,
They
look,
out-rebounded them by double digits.
when you
They
speaking facts,
out-rebounded them by 21 at one time.
when you speaking
So
facts, you speaking facts, man. I have to agree with you. You have to remember. Everybody has to remember the more talented team is the Boston Celtics. All right, on paper, the Miami Heat should not be here, and not just on paper. I mean, statistically, you look at the numbers. If you are looking at the numbers, yeah, look at the numbers. It tells you Miami Heat don't belong where they're at right now. All right, so they're playing above their head. The question is, can they play above their head one more game? Like, because if they don't lose it, if they lose this game. If Miami loses this game and it goes back to Miami, Miami's in trouble. All right, but they're gonna start reeling. I'm not saying that the series will be over. I mean, but at the same
I
time,
don't
we're
think I
all
don't think
playing the
Miami
luck of the
gonna lose the
Irish.
series. I don't think Miami will lose the series because it's really too far. Like they down 3-1. They gotta win X amount of games on the road, and it's a lot to that. But the longer that you allow the series to go on, you open yourself up for other injuries. You open up for your star players to wear down. So you don't want to let the series continue to go on because it's too many things that can work against you and not in your favor. It'll be better for them to go ahead and try to close this out before somebody else get hurt, before Jimmy Bucket, they figure him out. Because when you're in a series with a team, if they figure you out, it's kind of hard to you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
haven't figured Jimmy out because Jimmy ain't taking a whole bunch of shots. That's why it's so hard for them to key in on him because he's doing so many different things, rebounding the ball, defense, passing. You feel what I'm saying? He's not just their primary scorer. So guess what? They don't really know how to attack Jimmy yet. They can just try to keep him in front of him, but he got so much help around him to these players start getting hurt because these players undrafted.
yeah. I mean,
One or
look,
two of them
remember,
get
Gabe
hurt.
Vincent's
They
already
already
out.
missing Tyler
Gabe
Hero.
Vincent's already out. Tyler Hero is most likely set to return if they make it to the finals. No, they said that today. They announced today that Tyler Hero has been cleared for shooting and for practice, and that if he makes it to the finals, he will be able to play.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, they got to get there, but
yeah, I heard it today.
I just feel like Boston ain't gonna lay down right now. They just got some momentum. They just got a little bit of confidence, knowing that we can actually beat this team. And then if they figure out how they doing it on the boards, and that's why I said it get tough for Miami. Because now if they start thinking, okay, now we already doing this. Now we need to. If they put that together, it's gonna be a tougher series for Miami. I'm not gonna say the Miami won't win it because they're already up 3 games.
Exactly.
And it's hard for a team to beat a team 3-4 games straight, especially with the fight that the Miami Heat has. I ain't gonna say they fight knocked out them because really Gabe Vincent is somebody that's really helpful, but I don't think it's gonna dawn on the team that he was the one to get over the hump. Even he might have been, but they're not gonna see it like that. So I feel like they'll still try to play through it and give them their all. So we'll just see. But that's when other people start getting hurt. When you got other people trying to do and take slack for this person and this. So that's why I say you don't want the series to go on too much longer because people start getting hurt. People start weighing down. Because you got to think about it. I don't think they really been this far in a while.
No, hold up now. Miami been going this far for the last 3 years.
They didn't go this far last year.
The year before that, they did.
The year before, yeah.
And the year before that.
Yeah. So not the last 3
Not the last 3 years, but two out of the last 3 years. All right, so final take, Face, what you got? Boston
Boston.
and money line
Money line.
over
No,
under
I ain't gonna say
216.
Boston money line. Take the 8. Money, they giving up the 8, right?
Yeah, Boston giving up 8.
Yeah, you got a money line. Yeah, you can't even money line, but I say Boston tonight, man. I say Boston tonight. Fuck.
All right, Tristin.
I'm taking Boston.
Well, I don't know if that's good for Boston or not. You got 3 Bostons tonight, man. Beantown, luck of the Irish. You know what it is, man. This game day with Trey. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. That's my man Face, my son Tristin, and your boy Trey, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. We're going to holler at you tomorrow. Peace.
Yes, sir.
See you.
Peace.